Hi, and welcome to Geekology. I'm David.
I'm Sven.
And tonight, Star Trek Blu-ray review. Da, 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 da.
Yes, absolutely. Right, these are two discs that, like Transformers movie last time, I got for Christmas. Star Trek Beyond was a must-have, frankly, because I love the film. It's great. And it was released as a Steelbook, which means I had to have the Steelbook, obviously. But there was actually a limited edition version available through zoom.co.uk, which is a internet seller of said videos and DVDs and so on and so forth. But it's actually Universal Home Distribution, Universal Home Video. So who actually look after Paramount's releases in the UK? Just a really confusing thing. So they got this exclusive version which has a lenticular magnet cover.
Now that's the bit that's unusual.
Yes. Now, what I didn't understand is before Christmas is that all of the Steelbooks sold out through Amazon and so on and so forth, but the Zoom one didn't. And in fact, last time I checked, the Zoom one was still available, but you couldn't get the normal Steelbook, which I really don't get because Zoom.
Because isn't it the standard Steelbook just with the magnet? Lenticular stuff on
exactly, and it's the same price.
No, that makes no sense.
No, it makes no sense at all. So, yeah, it's literally a fridge magnet on the front. And you can probably, hopefully you can see some of the movement.
The world's nicest mouse mat.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Star Trek mouse mats they released like that? They were beautiful.
Not a clue.
Do you not? No. Oh, I will show. I've got the classic and the TNG ones.
That sounds like a Did You Know coming up.
Yeah, that's right. Basically, they're this.
Right.
But slightly more padded.
Yeah.
They were just padded lenticulars. Yep, that's
very straightforward, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, basically, that was the IMAX artwork, I think, and it's also the artwork they used on the 3D version of the Blu-ray in this country. Mm-hmm. But obviously, the artwork changed from country to country. So hopefully I might be able to get a little bit of a close-up bit of video on that for you later on, which probably will be editing right about now, if you like it. But taking that off, that can then be flung onto your fridge or whatever, and it does prove these are actually made of steel because it does stick. And underneath you have what is my favourite piece of artwork for the film, which is obviously screams Star Trek the Motion Picture. Mm-hmm. So hard, it's scary. I really do like that, and it's an embossed Steelbook, so it's almost a shame that's on the front of it because this has been embossed in. It's really, really colourful and nicely done. On the back, you've got the Starfleet Delta with the Enterprise zooming through it, mm-hmm. which is nice. And then inside, you've got your digital download code, and you've got the film disc, and you've got the 3D film disc. Not that that's ever going to get used, to be brutally honest, for me. And there we have the Enterprise. It's basically a close-up of that artwork on the inside, which is nice. Now, we kind of reviewed Beyond before, didn't we?
Yeah.
We didn't really go into huge amounts of detail, but suffice to say, I think we both enjoyed it. Is it fair to say we both think it's the best of the three?
It's best of the three.
Yeah. A lot of people disagree, it would appear.
Yeah.
Including
it made less money than
the other two, which makes no sense to us whatsoever because it was the better movie.
Yep.
But then a lot of people said it was plodding and boring. And I'm like, were they watching the same films I was? I'm not entirely sure. And people saying
the styles changed though.
Yeah, and then people saying that it didn't make any sense. I was like, it made perfect sense.
I was watching Fifth Element with somebody last week who told me it didn't make any sense. It was on television.
Okay.
And it was on in the background. And I was like, why are you watching this version of Fifth Element? Oh, I've never seen it. I've gone, I'll loan you on Blu-ray. It's much better. Don't watch this. And I've gone, no. I'm trying to keep up with the plot. And I'm like, you're trying to keep up with the plot? What? We're gonna make the same film. It's easy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it is. I mean, I did hear a lot of people say they didn't follow storyline Beyond very well.
Again, with the scene,
But I'm just
straightforward
wondering
to
if
me.
people have gotten used to everything being spoon-fed them in films, because that's kind of become a thing of late, hasn't it? Where basically every little detail has to be explained and nothing's left to your imagination to work out. It's like people didn't pick up on the fact that Kral is using his powers to drain people's life force and their DNA, which is why he's taking on elements of their...
Which is, really worrying, because it means that they haven't watched previous Star Trek. It also means they didn't watch any Twilight Zones, any Outer Limits, Farscape.
I mean, wasn't it obvious to you that as he was feeding off other people and humans, he was taking on parts of their
Are you actually asking
physiology?
me that?
Yeah. I mean, it's obvious to me, but apparently it wasn't obvious to everybody.
Well, the fact that they did the special effect showing him physically change
Yeah.
should have been a clue.
Yeah, you'd think. Oh, never mind. Anyway, if you've not got Beyond yet, one, go and buy it. Two,
And preferably get this version.
get this version. Unless you've got a 4K Blu-ray player and a 4K TV, because it is available on 4K. Which is the only thing that's stuck in my drawer a little bit, is because I'd much prefer it to have had the Blu-ray and the 4K Blu-ray in it instead of this pointless 3D Blu-ray that I'm never going to watch. But there we go.
Now this
moving
one
on to
is
the
the
other
one I was looking forward to you reviewing.
Yeah. I was looking forward to that. I appear to have got a completely different idea of what it was to what it actually is. I thought it's going to be nothing but behind the scenes footage and
That's what I
stuff
thought.
like that. It's not. I thought it was basically just going to be loads of stuff that we'd never seen before. No, it's not. It's basically 3 discs of episodes I've already got.
Really good episodes, though.
Oh yeah. But the extras are kind of tied to these episodes. And admittedly, they're new extras, but when the new extras are things like commentaries, you really have to be a fan of these particular episodes for it to make sense to buy this. Now, there is a 3-part big documentary on there, but even that on its own, if that could be released on a separate disc with, photos or whatever, as a single disc release, that would have been a little bit more easy to palate if it had been released at a lower price. Because this is a 3 disc sort of like £20 release.
Yeah.
And admittedly, you get 12 episodes in there, which are The Golden White Maneuver, Arena, Space Seed, This Side of Paradise, The Devil in the Dark, City on the Edge of Forever, Operation Annihilate, Metamorphosis, Who Mourns for Adonis, Mirror Mirror, Trouble with Tribbles, and Return to Tomorrow.
Basically, the ones that everybody goes, that was my favourite.
Yeah, basically. And I've already got them on Blu-ray, so that's completely pointless to me. It's got isolated music tracks for 11 of the 12 episodes. Great. Commentaries for a few of them. Great. Snippets from the cutting room floor. Okay, that could have been in a separate disc without the episodes. And then you've got Inside the Roddenberry Vault, Star Trek Revisiting the Classic, and Strange New Worlds Visualising the Fantastic, which is basically the 3 new produced feature documentaries, which could have been on one disc, so they're not that long. So, to release this as a £20 release seems a bit gougy to me, because the people who are going to be interested in this stuff are going to be the people who've already got Classic Trek.
Yeah.
Already got the original series, so it's Paramount double dipping again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Triple dipping, quadruple dipping. How many
Yeah,
times have we
me and
got?
you've had these debates, and
Yeah,
it never
so-
ends well for
So,
either
yeah,
one of us.
VHS,
Because it's just like, well, we know they're going to do it.
DVD, Blu-ray, and now a second Blu-ray release just to get some extras, which could have been on just one disc and made it half the price. That's the way
You're talking to the wrong guy for that.
I know.
I bought the American special edition widescreen release on VHS because it came with a watch. So I'm not the right person to talk to about how many different
But you know
versions
where I'm
they can-
coming from.
Of course I get it. I've been gauged for years.
It's a shame this has been marketed at hardcore fans because as a sampler set, it's ideal. It's like the 12 of the best episodes of the original series in a sampler to basically whet your appetite so you might go out and buy all 3 seasons on Blu-ray. But when it's this much money and the complete box set is dropping to the point where it's less than 50 quid for all 3 seasons, it kind of makes this look a bit redundant. Gougy and redundant.
Gougy, yeah.
Which is a shame. Kind of glad I've got it, but I'm also very glad I didn't buy it myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So out of those 2, I probably would have bought this. Which for someone who's not being a massive fan of the new films is quite a strange thing to say. But then this is the best of those 3 films, and
It is the best.
and felt so much more like Star Trek than the other 2.
Yeah.
That it's ridiculous, even with the Galaxy Quest bits in. Rip my shirt again. Tell you what would be funny is if for the 4th film, not only do we get Chris Hemsworth coming back as George Kirk, but then Tim Allen wanders past at some point with a ripped shirt as a Starfleet captain. It's like, yeah, I know the feeling. Mine goes as well. That'd be funny. But there we go. I'm slightly mental. Anyway, recommended. Probably not so recommended.
There you go. I'd agree with that. Actually, to be fair, the lenticular version.
Yeah.
It's a nice pricing format, the same price as the standard Steelbook. It's a no-brainer on that one. Roddenberry, that's always a hard call because the features are lovely.
Yeah. But it kind of feels like
so that's one. See if you can get it cheaper.
Yeah.
See if you can get it cheaper.
It either feels like a gouge or it's a missed opportunity. I'm not sure which way.
So those are his opinions, and those are a couple of mine. We'd love to read yours. Please leave them in the comments. You can subscribe to us here on YouTube. You can follow us on both Facebook and Twitter, and of course there is the official Geekology website. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.
Ta-da!
You're going to whip it out on my table? I don't think so.
How rude.
How rude. Again, with the pricing format, the same as standard
Yeah.
steel blue, same as this. For fuck's sake.